just remembered that I had not had my mic plugged in right when I started the stream. But let me go ahead and adjust the audio a little bit. There we go. Well, I'm back now. It took me a little bit because I had to do some stuff. But I'm here. Next time I stream Ghost of Tsushima, it'll be at a later date. Since I've been playing that game a lot, as well as God Eater. Well, not God Eater, but Alicization Listers. Complicated names. Seriously, Alicization, it sounds cool. Like, is it supposed to be pronounced Alicization or Alicization? And then Listers, it's either Listers, Licorice, like Chris, Lycerus, or Licorice, or whatever it is. Either way, I just pronounce it the way I think it sounds. Or the way I'm comfortable with it sounding. But it looks like we're gonna need to bring Mitsuki with us. Hello, Haru. I already finished my stream for Ghost of Tsushima earlier. And now I'm on here, since I was planning on it. I don't even know. Unless what you mean is like this whole thing? Hold on. There's some... But yeah, that whole Massacre thing that you go into your soul device with to check the elements and whatnot. What you do is you go to shop and combine. Actually, no, not shop and combine, but skill / grid power up. What you do when you go to skill and grid power up, you go to upgrade skill and change grid. Now, what change grid will do is it'll allow you to upgrade the various pieces of the soul device. And you'll need specific materials, but it seems like let you do it whenever you actually have the materials, and it seems that each character has like a different pace of unlocking them or being able to have them unlocked. And I already did mine just now, but this is just to show you. But yeah, once you go to upgrade skill, after you're done checking the change grid thing, then you can do the regular parts of the skills, just with the base skills, and upgrade those for better materials and whatnot. You also need all 3 material types. Yeah, check all of them then. Check all of them in change grid, and then all of the ones in skill upgrade. Make sure you check each and every one, because if you miss one, then you might, I don't know, accidentally sell the material somewhere or whatever. But make sure you check every one. But if it says you don't have the materials, then keep progressing through free dungeons and the story mode dungeons and stuff like that, because then you'll get them eventually. It's just a matter of pacing when it comes to unlocking all the different skills and upgrading them. So you gotta be patient with it. That's why I learned it. So just keep in mind that upgrading the grids and upgrading the skills is like a pace kind of thing. And that's what it is at this point. That's why I was going. Yeah. Just remember, it's a little bit of a pace thing. Since I noticed that, like, when I tried upgrading my materials and I didn't have them, I check a different one, but then I noticed that one, the materials I need to upgrade it, and so then I went with that. So it seems that each grid can be unlocked at a certain pace with whatever materials you get, and their pace seems to be based off of when you get each material for them. That's what it seems to be like in this game. Same things for upgrading the skills in the game. So just keep that in mind. Again, each material type will be a different set of paces that you'll need to make. That each skill and grid unlock will have. That's why I noticed I have to go into the game for a bit now. Just keep that in mind. But man, you missed the last part of the Ghost of Tsushima stream I did. I finally got to freeing Lord Shimura. And it was a really cool fight. Or a really cool mission, honestly. I got Hyoko here. Damn, Mitsuki. Ah, shit. Well, shit. I found a new element. Oh shit. I'm gonna save real quick. Once I do, y'all will be able to see the screen again, as always. You're fine, Haru. You don't have to apologize. If you're doing something at the moment, it's just fine. You don't need to reply to what I say right away. And don't apologize so much. Because if you do, it could come off as annoying. So you gotta be careful about that. Because some people have a lower tolerance than others. So if you tend to apologize a lot, some of them might get ticked off. wouldn't be surprised if it's difficult, considering the previous enemies. I wouldn't expect anything less. Not at this point. I'm sure it will. I mean, I've already been liking this game from the start, honestly. It's got a great combat system, interesting story, and great characters, honestly. It's a damn good JRPG. And one with a combat system that I actually enjoy a lot. With that combat system being more of a free-form, action-oriented combat system. Instead of a strategy, turn-based kind of thing, like other JRPGs. Fuck. Those damn planes are annoying. Oh shit, that dodged like a motherfucker. I fucking hate those parts. Especially when the water disables your movement a little bit and you can't even move fast enough. Those parts I fucking hate. Not to mention, jumping with circle, that's literally unheard of in video games. Like, bro. And then X to attack? You'd think circle would be for dodging and running. And R1 as well, but still. Some of the controls I don't like in this game, to be honest. And I could change them, but I don't want to since I'm more comfortable with these ones anyway. But I would change them if I really wanted to. They're okay for combat, it's just that they're a little wonky when it comes to movement. And by wonky, I mean a little confusing. Even if you're just going back to the game after a little bit, then it's going to be a little bit to get used to. Other than that, the controls aren't too bad for this game. Plus, this was on the Vita originally, so I'll give it some slack there, since it was on the Vita originally. Bro, Ko, you suck. Oh, I better not fucking die now. I'm out of potions. And I want to use all my other shit. But I think I might have to. What the? How are they not knocked out? I don't think they're gonna talk to them about it. They're gonna erase their memories of it. That's what I think they're gonna do. Not talk to them about it. And I'm pretty sure Mitsuki knows that. And I'm pretty sure Pain's would lie about that. But I kinda hope that they actually do talk to them about that. But Hiragi might try to erase their memories of the whole thing. Which would be understandable, but at the same time, I think it would still be best to explain it. Because with at least some explanation, if they get caught up in it again, they'll have a better chance of survival. Because they'll have better knowledge of what they're working with. But erasing their memories of it all and bringing them to safety would be a better option. Since one, it would be swift and quick, and two, there's no risk. Unless they're a wielder and you can't erase their memories, because, well, if they're a wielder at that point, they're already deep in it. So there's no way you'd be able to erase their memories if they're a wielder. But honestly, I love the character dynamics in this game as well, not just in Alicization Lycidas.
畳みかけるぜ。
カオスエルドラゴン。いい感じですね。まだまだこれからです。危険そうですね。魔女の城の断罪の刃、なんとか避けて進みましょう。
ああ、タイミングが重要そうだな。
まだまだこれからです。煩わしいわね。まだまだいける。
No, I thought it was gonna stop the swinging sides.
煩わしいわね。フリガードピア。
宝箱だ。
終わりです。いいものが手に入った。よっとやー。なるほど。よっと厄介やー。任せて。こうアイスクリーム飲む。やっはっやっはっシュートシュート。はっシッやっやっやっはっはっシッやっやっとどめやっやっはっはっはっはっはっはっ。ここは一気に駆け抜けましょう。まだまだいける。はっはっフリガードピア。
Shit.
煩わしいわね。はっはっはっはっはっやっまだまだいける。はっとどめはっやっまだまだいける。はっここは一気に駆け抜けましょう。はっはっはっフリガードピア。まだまだいける。はっはっはっはっはっはーやっやっ まだまだいける。やっ変わります。輝け金色のマダン。やっ危険です。厄介ですね。それ終わりです。まだまだこれからです。私の出番ですね。交代します。貫け刃よ。それや行きます。
交代するぜ。
交代しますね。ゴルディオシビア。それ貫け今です。お願いします。援護するわ。カオスエルドレロン。倒しきれませんでしたね。それ終わりです。さすがですね、美月さん。なかなかいいじゃない。よっ任せて。ここは一気に駆け抜けましょう。煩わしいわね。まだまだいける。
ざっとこんなもんだぜ。
まだまだいける。まだまだいける。
Those fire parts are annoying. The ones with the swinging axes and whatnot. Those parts are just annoying to me.
んかしら。
I'm not surprised I got a B rank.
あの巨大な扉はどうやら終点にたどり着いたみたいね。
あの向こうに真の元凶がいるってわけか。しおり、
図書館の司書の人ね。こんな奥深くにいたなんて。
大丈夫かしおり。おい、返事しろ。しおり、
倉敷先輩。
なんでこんなに苦しんでるのさ。
どうやら他の人たちより強力な呪いを受けているようね。なんとか術で和らげられれば。私も手伝います。
待ってろしおり、必ず助けてやるからな。お前だけはこの手で。何があっても絶対に。
コウ先輩。
どうやら腹をくくる時が来たようだな。
はい。この先に待つのは町一つすら滅ぼしかねない正真正銘の最悪。みんな覚悟はできている。
とっくにね。
言われるまでもね。
今こそ真なる最悪に立ち向かう時でしょう。私たちの拳必ず届かせましょう。
こっちも OK だ。俺たちの学園にここまでの真似をしやがった魔女、力を合わせてぶちのめすとしようぜ。
My whole body fucking hurts. I might end the stream early, I don't know though. I want to continue, which I will for at least this part. But I don't know how much of chapter 6 I'll do for tonight. Because my body just hurts, and I don't know why. So I might end the stream early and get some rest. My body really fucking hurts. I want to know why. Mainly it's my back. And then my arms and legs, once in a while. And then other things. But usually my back.
ここが城の採用。あの巨大な扉といい、まるで謁見の間ですね。
まったくテーマパークも顔負けすぎるでしょ。
この声は。
ついにお出ましってわけか。
来る。これがグリムグリード。驚異度 S ランク。まさかこれほどだなんて。
正真正銘かけねなしの化け物みたいだな。
何者だろうが関係ねえ。いつまでも面白おかしく笑ってられると思ったらとっととぶち倒して俺たちの学園を取り戻してやる。
ええ、行きましょう。白の巫女の務め果たさせていただきます。シュートシュート、そこ。フリザードピア。この程度ならまだまだいける。シュートシュートシュート、そこ。シュートシュートシュートシュート。交代しますね。ベルディエスフィア。やー終わりですか？不甲斐ないです。
Hardo wasn't kidding. Oh my god. Hardo wasn't kidding. Oh my god. Not that I'm saying that I didn't believe him, no. I knew it was gonna be difficult, but oh my god. I underestimated how difficult it was gonna be. Even though I knew it was gonna be a little difficult. It's gonna take forever too. Happy about that.
交代しますね。演習危険です。
Shit. One's about to hit me.
まだまだこれからです。危険です。まだまだこれからです。貫け、それ。
Game, don't fucking freeze and shit on me now, please. It's the last thing I fucking need.
行きます。クロスライティング。 まだまだこれからです。行くわよ。シュート。やっはっやっはっシュート。私としたことがすみません皆さん。
I think now's the time to use those DLC items. I had to wait on the X strike. I can't use it right away. I'll fuck everything up if I do. Now's my chance. Mitsuki, go!
まだまだ行くわよ。
Damn it, I always keep forgetting the X's to attack. God damn it.
美味しいです。
まずマキシマムレイジ貫け。うまいな。
行くわよ。 まだまだいける。氷のアイスキューロマ
Damn.
シュートシュート
Got one of the clones. Nice.
シュートシュートシュート変わります。私としたことが貫け。交代するわ。シュートシュートそこシュートシュートそこシュートそこシュートチャージ完了。こんなところで行きます。無駄ないです。まだまだこれからです。まだまだこれからです。頼みます。助立ちするぜ。カオス
Boom! And I did it without getting the game over. Fuck yeah. That was a bit difficult, especially since the arena is so small. You barely have room to go anywhere. Not to mention the thorns that spike you if you get too close to them. But the player kinda has no choice at times. But it's not to the point where it's just outright tedious and annoying.
コウ
先輩多いってば。
空、勇気、先輩たちも起きたか。
大丈夫みたいですね。先輩。よかったです。
I'll be right back. Emergency, I can't do ninja right now. Oh my god. Let me see when those comments popped up. Oh god, that fucking hurt. Alright, I'm back. But my ass really fucking hurt. The fucking medicine I had to take for my toes and shit before I got the toenails cut off, those must have caused it. I don't even want to fucking say it. Just by me saying my ass hurts should explain why. But yeah, I'm back now, and I couldn't put it in chat because it was an emergency, and it hurt like hell. Oh my god. I don't want a cutscene play. Fuck voice acting right now. Oh, that hurt like motherfucker. I'm back though. I hope I wasn't gone for too long. But god damn it, my ass hurts so much. Oh, god. Fuck those doctors and their medicine.
それよりしおりたちはどうなった？
心配ないわ。
大丈夫なのか？
ええ、呪いの影響も完全に消えているわ。2、3日もしたら体力も完全に戻るでしょう。
I can't believe I missed some
すでに
comments.
校内における事後処理も
Fucking
開始
damn
さ
it.
れました。生徒のみんなや職員の皆さん、久我山さん、
Oh
九重
man.
先生、佐伯先生も無事に保護され
I
てい
might
ま
just
す。
end everything
So
right
ka.
now.
みんな無事なのか？ああ。
コウ先輩。
さすがに気が抜けたか。
必死だったもんね、先輩。
柊。
いえ、ちょっとね。まさかグリムグリードをこれだけの少人数で、しかもよりにもよって素人を含めたメンバーで挑んで倒すことができたなんて。
Amateurs.
さすがにやりすぎだと思って。
You're the one to talk, Hiragi.
そうですね。
確かに返り討ちにあってもおかしくなかったかもな。もう一度やれって言われたらさすがにちょっと自信はね。やっぱ素人には無茶だったか？
いいえ、きっと私たちだったからこそよ。この森宮に生きるあなたたちと共に覚悟と決意を持って臨んだから。だからこそあれほど大きな困難を乗り越えられたんだと思う。ありがとう、時坂君。この学園に来たことが、あなたたちと出会えたことが、私にとって何よりの幸運だわ。どうしたの？さすがにいくらなんでも臭かったかしら。
いや、なんつうかお前が本当に笑うのを初めて見たような気がしてな。
何よそれ。
あれ、先輩照れてる？
可愛いです。
はあ、やれやれだな。
And so, the anime cat squad had finished their mission. Aw, and she already smiled there. That's sweet. But man, I'm sorry I missed everyone's comments there. It was just an emergency and my ass really hurt, so I had to go take care of it. It hurt really bad. excruciating pain, as if I was gonna fucking break a bone or something. Oh god. At least it wasn't as bad as those shots going into my fucking toes.
あのね、幻覚だったで納得できるわけないでしょ。こっちはレッスン第一国で大目玉確定なんだから、せめて本当のことを言ってよ。
I just finished the witch boss, Haru. And you were right, it was a pain in the ass difficult. A little more than I expected.
彼らにも一応記憶消去を試みてください。その結果を見て今後の対応を決めましょう。
了解しました。
But I took a little bit to get back to y'all on the comments because Haru, if you weren't there when I had to take off real quick, I had to I had to go use the bathroom basically, and my ass hurt like hell. And I'm pretty sure the medicines I had to take beforehand for my toes were what caused it. And it hurt like hell, as if I was gonna break a fucking bone inside my ass or some shit. I'm just so glad it wasn't shots going up my ass like it was shots going in and out of my toes that the doctor had to do to get my toenails taken care of.
何があってもきっと大丈夫。彼らを見ているとそんな風にも思えてくるんです。
This sleaze bag. Ooh, white shroud.
もちろん大いに役立たせてもらったよ。
The Witch of Misty Castle.
おかげでいい実験結果が得られた。僕の大いなる野望にまた一歩近づけたというものだ。礼を言わせてもらうよ、刻印の騎士殿。
そちらが裏で何を企てようが興味はない。せいぜい足元を救われぬようにすることだ。
これは手厳しい。それでは失礼する。またよろしく頼むよ。
No, I haven't yet. I've been wanting to get to that part, but none of the side missions have given me that option yet. They were just side missions for the main cast.
大した俗物ぶりだな。多少の騒動はあったが、それに見合う収穫はあったかな。
ああ、絞り込めてきた。だがまだ手がかりが足りない。彼らにはもう少し動いてもらうとしよ
う。Now don't spoil anything, Haru, but I'm thinking White Shroud and his partner might be villains, but at the same time I'm not so sure. I've already known something about that because you mentioned it like way before. I think it was you who mentioned it, but I don't remember. It was either you or my buddy Death Punch that mentioned something like that. So don't worry, I already know something about that. I mean, it's not. It's kind of obvious though, considering in one of the scenes in one of the earlier chapters, once you save Akihiro, he's like standing on one of the containers watching, and I can tell that at some point he's gonna confront Ko and the others. So don't worry, you're fine in that regard. But just don't spoil if White Shroud and his partner is a villain or not, because I want to find out if they're villains myself. Holiday. Good, you better not. But yeah, that sucks, man. That's why I don't even bother to look shit up that much.
Counter が空いてます。すぐ注文受けたまわるんで、座ってお待ちを。うっす、ただいま。カツ丼セットお待ちどうす。
Shio, can you cook for me? I want that food right now. It looks so good.
へえ、取材は昨日あったばかりなんすけど、なんでもニアで広まったらしくて、こっちも戸惑ってるくらいです。了解っす。
So they're the only employees? Just 3 of them? That's a lot of work for them. They should get some more employees. Seriously, it's only Shio and then the 2 elderly people that run the place. And they're the only workers too. I kind of feel bad for them. Oh shit, it's Mitsuki.
こんばんは。お疲れ様です、高畑くん。
北斗。
Honestly, if I had to pick a favorite character so far that's in the party right now, as far as I am in the game, I'd say Mitsuki is my most favorite. Out of all of them. Out of the ones that are in the party, anyway. Now, if I had to pick a male character that's in the party, then I'd have to say Shio. So I get to see my two favorite characters spend time together.
ほらよ、俺のおごりだ。
I want to go to Japan one day. Enjoy all the different food.
おいしい。これ
Can't wait to
本
visit
当に
Japan
高畑
one
君
day.
が
And then visit Hawaii
神
again.
はおかみさんから教えてもらって
That's gonna be a bit
どん
due
もの
to
とは
this
勝手が
corona
違う
shit
から
that's going
な
on.
かなか苦戦しちまってるがな。
いえいえ、見た目も素敵ですし、本当美味しいです。私は普段ほとんど料理をしませんから、素直に尊敬します。
I'm sorry to get you involved with the personal project, but do you think you could help out? You don't need to beg. And besides, as to owe you, now's as good a time as any to return the favor. Thank you. I think I'll owe you now. That scared the shit out of me. Alright, Takahata. Thanks for the food. I'll send you all the details tonight via Nair. I'll come by tomorrow to pick you up so please be prepared by then. Got it. Be careful on your way home, my lady. Good night. I hope they become a couple in the end, because I think they'd be made for each other, honestly. They're really, really great characters, honestly, and based off what I've seen in the game so far, I think Mitsuki and Shio are gonna be the one couple of characters that are actually gonna get together, which I hope is the case, but at the same time, that might not happen. But they're my favorite characters, so I'm hoping that they'll get together. Because honestly, I think they'd make a great match. But I think Cole might stay single. I don't know about him. And then Sora, I'm not sure who she'd end up with. Actually, it's more like he's connected to my grandfather. Well, he's an old friend of mine. Though I rarely see him anymore, I take it you haven't seen much of him either. That's right. He does call me on occasion, though. As the head of the Hokuto group, he's been incredibly busy. Where does that old fart find the energy to keep at it like that? He's past 70 now. But he's always been serious about business. I enjoy life too much to ever be like him. Anyway, you have some info, perhaps? You said a strange gate showed up in your store, right? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. It's over here. Ooh, that doesn't look good. This is... Okay, just before it takes its final form. It appeared out of nowhere yesterday while I was doing inventory. I managed to not get sucked in, but I have no idea what caused it to show, nor why it hasn't taken fun. I see. And I've never encountered readings like this before. I'm not sure how, or why this is. Like we ever understand the freaking things. Why don't we just go in and check it out? Of course. Let's get ready then. Oh, it's Kyoka. Sorry, I need to take this really quick. Hello? So, has there been any progress? Okay, understood. Alright, please continue what you were doing. One more thing. About that one plan. Damn. It's like she's almost as busy as the old man. I guess she's just as important to the public face of things as she is to dark underbelly. She is who she is. After all, not only the Hokuto Shion, but heir of the founder Zodiac. She's not only a management whiz, but she can plan and execute complex anti-eclipse operations. I'm assuming you've heard the name White Maiden floating around the underground, Rias. I remember her saying something along those lines when we were fighting with the witch. A mystery wrapped in enigma, right? Stop reading my mind, old man. But yeah, it's like she's being pulled in opposite directions by all of her responsibilities. That she can juggle all that and still appear calm and in control is a goddamn miracle. But then again, she's been like that for as long as I've known her. Damn, man. That incident 3 years ago would have ended in disaster without her help. But she seems too perfect. Know what I mean? Like she works at it every waking hour. Even everyone in Blaze was afraid of her. We were on her side. And in the 3 years since then, I have yet to see any kind of weakness in her. And even after she let everyone in on her real identity, she still manages to keep us at arm's length. Every time I see her, I always have the same thought, that we live in entirely different worlds.
Shadow? Isn't that a fact? If you think that, then it must be true, right?
What's that supposed to mean?
What it means, boy, is that everyone is who they are, regardless of what others might think. For example, to me, she's my friend's granddaughter, who I've watched growing up. How do you think your partner saw her?
Old man, where did you hear about Kazuma?
Only through rumors and stories. He sounded like one hell of a kid, though. Well, how you choose to see that little slip of a girl is up to you. Maybe you should use your heart instead of your head, but that's none of my business.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Let's start an investigation, okay? Oh, is something the matter? No, we were just shooting the breeze. Alright, I think I'll go grab some coffee and stay out of your hair. I leave the gate to you two.
Alright, Kazuma. If you were in my place, you'd... Once we were ready, we went through the gate.
Okay, let's get started. Takata, are you ready?
Of course. Let's deal with this before the old man finishes his coffee.
Yes, let's.
Alright. It's time to kill some motherfucking greed. Let's do this shit. And I'll get some straight cheese right after. Diseased ruins. They certainly look diseased too. Let's do this. You got my back, Hokuto?
Of course.
I don't need to check all that.
I gotta stream GameCube games at some point. That'd be a lot of fun.
So there's this one GameCube game that's always been an exclusive on there. Well, an exclusive series on the GameCube anyway, since it had 2 games. And that series is known as Lost Kingdoms. And it's a really cool dungeon crawling style card battle game where you don't just like look at a screen, then you use different cards to watch the animation, attack the enemies or whatever. No, instead you walk around different fields and whatnot, and go into dungeons and stuff, and you can use different cards that'll actually summon an enemy, or change the character to like take the form of that card, and then they'll be able to use whatever attack it has and stuff like that. And it's a really cool game, and it offers a ton of different ways to tackle the combat with different types of cards that summon different monsters that you can have battle at your side, and they're really, really freaking cool. But at some point I'll show you guys what it is. But if you've heard of Lost Kingdoms, then let me know, because that series is one that just goes unknown most of the time, and I never hear anyone talk about it unless I look it up and find some videos that talk about it. But it's a rare series, it's old as well, and it's actually a From Software series from back in the day. I don't remember when it came out though, but it's a GameCube exclusive series. And it's one of my most favorite games out there. Well, the first one ever, anyway. I never got to play a second one. And it's a bit of a pricey game too nowadays. But it was a really cool game. You could go around in these open fields. Well, not too open technically, but you could search for chests and hunt monsters and whatnot, and check different things lying around, like corpses or pieces of armor, weaponry, or anything like that. Even statues, and you can inspect them and learn about them. And the music was really cool in that game as well. And playing this game reminds me of Lost Kingdoms. But the camera system was like aiming down at the player like this, as you see right here, right now. That's how the camera system was in Lost Kingdoms 1. And Lost Kingdoms 2, it was more of a camera system that was like this. And in Lost Kingdoms 1, which is the one I played, the combat was basically where you toss out a card at an enemy, and like it'll land on the ground and it will summon whatever monster it's supposed to summon, and that monster would then fight at your side. But if it was something else, like a Raven card or something, you could launch it, and sometimes like depending on whatever card was, sometimes it'd be one that just be like a launch attack, and you could use it over and over until the card burnt out. And then there'd be ones where they'd be summons, so that you could actually throw them onto the ground, and they'd summon a monster to fight at your raid. And then there was ones that would heal you, ones that would actually transform the player character and turn them into whatever kind of monster that card resembles or takes form of. And then the player character would then perform the attack that the card does in that form. It was a really cool game. And I remember I got to the final boss at one point, but I don't remember if I even beat it. But I do have the game still even, and it was one of the games that my aunt gave me after she gave me her GameCube when I was young, when I was just a little kid, and I played it over and over. It was one of my most favorite games back in the day, and I'll never forget it, because that game is the reason I love JRPGs. It's the very reason. And there was even local multiplayer in the game too. It was up to 4 players, and it was a PvP multiplayer, so there was no teams. But you could go at it with each other, or against each other, by doing the card battles and whatnot, and it was really cool. And it played a little bit like a dungeon crawler because of the camera system, and at the same time it was more of an action kind of combat system, I guess. But I'd recommend you guys look it up, because honestly, Lost Kingdoms, it's a game that needs a lot more recognition, because not only because of how old it is, but because of how unknown it is to general public. Even though it's got 2 games in the series and it's on the GameCube, and the GameCube was a really popular console back then, right? So you'd think that more people would know about it, especially considering nowadays people are talking about the GameCube even more, since, well, it's past its time already, and some of the GameCube units out there still even work. But yeah, like the GameCube, one of my most favorite systems out there. But Lost Kingdoms is the game that got me into RPGs. That's the reason I'm playing them today, because of that one game. And it was so cool. And the story was where like you'd play as this princess named Princess Katia. 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 And you'd play as her, and what you'd be doing is you'd have to go out and look for your father, who happens to be the king, who got lost in this dark fog or something. And she'd basically try to go out after him and find him. But at one point she'd find out that he was dead due to the fog and whatnot. But early on, right in the beginning of the tutorial, whatever, you'd find out like that there's a special rune stone that is in one of the chests in the castle that you live in. And Katia ends up opening the chest and gets the rune stone out, but instead of her being able to pull it out, it just flies out and swirls around all over the place in the room. And then finally it sticks itself to the back of her hair, and then she wears that as a hair accessory. And the runestone is what allows her to control the cards. And something that I thought was really cool back in the day. And honestly, it's one of my most favorite games of all time, honestly. But yeah, Lost Kingdoms was really, really fucking cool. And the story was pretty interesting. Like, you'd meet some different types of characters, and there'd even be like a card transformation thing, or a mechanic or whatever, so that you could actually transform cards together to create new ones, or sometimes ones that you've already discovered. And you could enhance cards, you could delete cards so that you could turn them into something else. I forgot how the whole system went, but it was this one thing that you could do at the apothecary, which was where you could actually work your card decks and whatnot, and do different things with them, such as transforming them. But it was a really, really cool game, and I should go back to playing it actually. But yeah, that game was just something, man. It was something.
宝箱みてえだな。
かなりいいものですね。で、ほっほっほっよっ、やほっやよっよっ、いきます。ほっほっ、いきます。よっよっ、やほっよっ。
Yeah, Lost Kingdoms, I highly recommend you guys look it up, because it's one game that I found so cool, and it's honestly one of my most favorite games ever, and it's the game that got me into JRPGs, RPGs in general, because yeah, it's such a cool combat system, and really cool art style as well. Some really cool art pieces, and honestly a really great soundtrack as well. So if you guys have never heard of Lost Kingdoms but are kind of curious about checking it out since I told you guys, then look up Lost Kingdoms on Google or whatever, and you'll find some information guaranteed. It's an old game on the GameCube, but I guarantee that it's worth checking out, whether you're gonna get it or not. it's a really cool game. And there's this one playlist on YouTube where this one YouTuber ended up playing through the whole game in the playlist, and I ended up watching that video a few years back, during my time with Metal Gear Solid 5, or well, not during that time, but it was during the time when my account on PlayStation had gotten banned. That's a story for another time, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned that at one point in my way over videos from a few years back. But during that time when I was banned on PlayStation for some fucking reason, I had ended up watching that playlist because I felt like I wanted to go back to that game since I still had it, but I didn't have a GameCube anymore at the time because I couldn't find it. But I ended up watching that whole playlist, and just watching it just reminded me of how much I loved that game. And then at one point when I came to California, when my mom had bought me a GameCube, it was the used one, it's black one, I still have it. She bought me it, and I was so happy that I finally got to play Lost Kingdoms all over again. It's just that with this GameCube, the memory card was having some issues not being able to keep the data in there, so I gotta figure that problem out. But other than that, I'm pretty much able to play Lost Kingdoms without worry. But yeah, it's a really, really cool game, and I honestly wish that you guys check it out, because it's one game that deserves more recognition than it got. It's such an unknown game to so many people, and I wish that it gets more coverage someday, because Lost Kingdoms is such a beautiful, beautiful video game, and the video game that got me into JRPGs in the first place. And that series was on the GameCube, one system that I'll never forget, no matter what. So I highly, highly suggest that you guys check out the GameCube. Or not the GameCube, but Lost Kingdoms. A game for the GameCube. It's such a good game. And playing Tokyo Xanadu, it reminds me of Lost Kingdoms in terms of the dungeon designs and whatnot for the Eclipse. And because this game's dungeon designs remind me of the ones in Lost Kingdoms, I love it even more. This game, I mean. Because Tokyo Xanadu, I love it from the start because of the anime style and the type of combat that it has. But not only that, I also love it because of the reminders I get whenever I look at the dungeon designs, because they remind me of Lost Kingdoms in such a special way. I love that game as well. It had a bit of Japanese anime style to it as well. It just wasn't too much of an anime style that much. But it was honestly a really cool game. And I highly recommend you guys check out Lost Kingdoms at some point, because Lost Kingdoms is such a fantastic game, and I highly, highly recommend it.
いいものですね。まさかこれで満足してないわよね。
But I think I'm gonna end it here. Because 1, I'm getting a bit tired. 2, I think it's best if we leave it off on this note. So yeah, I'll go ahead and end the stream here. Plus I already saved, so. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. And feel free to check out Lost Kingdoms. It's such an unknown game that I feel like it deserves a lot more recognition than it got. From its combat system, to its music, and to the art style in general, and the dungeon designs in that game. Lost Kingdoms is honestly one of the greatest hidden gems out there that I highly recommend everyone checks out. Or at least some people, because there's barely anyone that knows about that series, and I wish that weren't the case, because honestly that game is something else, man. Like, holy shit, it's like the game that got me into JRPGs in general. And I'd say that there is also like some other cool games out there that I could easily recommend as well, but I'm trying to remember the titles, but I can't. But do check out Lost Kingdoms by like looking it up on YouTube or checking it out on a Google search. Just look up Lost Kingdoms. It's such a really cool series. I loved it so much. Barely anyone knows about its existence. And if my aunt hadn't had that game for GameCube when she gave it to me, I would have never known about it, ever. And I owe Tokyo Xanadu some respect, because its dungeon designs remind me so much of the dungeons in Lost Kingdoms, and this game's dungeon designs help me remember Lost Kingdoms in that way, because the dungeon designs were really damn good. And yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to check out Lost Kingdoms on YouTube or Google, and feel free to check out any of my other content, such as my video game reviews, manga reviews, or some of my archive streams. And as always, I'll tune in for the next stream if you enjoy. And next time, I'm actually not sure what I'm gonna stream next. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. So peace out, Wolf Dog out. Hope y'all enjoyed.